It is almost 2 a.m. and I am sitting here in the quiet of my office thinking about a conversation I had with a friend earlier today. He asked me how I managed to save $100,000 by age 26 without some massive inheritance or a lottery win. I realized then that most of us are looking for a secret door or a hidden shortcut that simply does not exist. We are bombarded with videos of people in private jets and teenagers claiming to make millions from trading crypto in their bedrooms. It creates this toxic feeling that if you are not getting rich overnight, then you are somehow failing at life. I want to tell you right now that those stories are the outliers, and most of them are not even real. I am 26, just like many of you, and I have realized that true wealth is built on the most boring foundations imaginable. I used to think I needed to find the next big stock or the next massive trend to make it. I thought I was a genius when I made $500 on a random trade, but it was actually just a hallucination before I got hit by the reality of the market. Real wealth is not about the home run, it is about not striking out for 10 years straight. We need to talk about the math of being human and the reality of our current economy. If we look at 2026, the world feels faster and more chaotic than ever before. The data can be scary and the headlines are designed to keep your heart rate high. But if you can master your own reaction to the noise, you have already won. The biggest battle. I want to walk you through exactly how I think about money, not as a score, but as a tool for freedom. Wealth is the ability to say no to things you do not want to do. It is the ability to sleep through a recession because you know your foundation is solid. Let us start with the first principle, which is that your income is your greatest wealth building tool. In your 20s, you do not have much capital, but you have an incredible amount of energy and time. I spent my early 20s obsessing over the 5% return on my small savings when I should have been obsessing over increasing my value to the world. If you can increase your income by $20,000, that is a 100% return on your most important asset, which is yourself. The math of the first $100,000 is brutal because the compound interest has not started to do the heavy lifting yet. You have to push the car up the hill by yourself. For the first few years, I remember living in a tiny apartment and driving a car that made a weird noise every time I turned left. My friends were out buying new clothes and expensive dinners while I was eating home-cooked meals and tracking every single cent. It was not because I was cheap, but because I was intentional. I wanted to buy my future self a life where I did not have to worry about the price of a flight or an emergency bill. There is a massive difference between being frugal and being cheap. Being cheap is about the price of everything, while being frugal is about the value of everything. I value my peace of mind more than a luxury watch or a fancy car that depreciates the moment I drive it off the lot. We are living in an era of lifestyle inflation where as soon as someone gets a raise, they immediately find a way to spend it. If you can keep your expenses flat while your income grows, the gap between the two becomes your ticket to freedom. That gap is where the magic happens. That gap is what I used to buy my first $100,000 of stability. Let us talk about the emergency fund because this is the first layer of being recession-proof. I see so many people jumping into high-risk investments when they do not even have $1,000 in a savings account. That is like trying to build a skyscraper on a swamp. You need that micro cushion of $1,000 to protect you from the small dumb things that life throws at you. Once you have that, you move to 1 month of expenses and then finally to 6 months. When I hit my 6-month emergency fund, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders that I cannot even describe. Suddenly, my boss did not have power over my emotions anymore. The economy did not have power over my sleep anymore. Cash is not just paper, it is oxygen in a room where the air is getting thin. In 2026, we are seeing high interest rates and a shifting job market. This is not the time to be reckless with debt. Credit card debt is a parasite that eats your future while you are sleeping. If you are carrying a balance at 20% interest, you are in a financial emergency. You cannot out-invest a 20% interest rate. The math simply does not work. Kill the debt first, then build the shield. Once the shield is built, then we can talk about the sword, which is investing. My investing strategy is so boring that most people find it hard to believe. I do not check the tickers every hour. I do not read complex charts with lines that look like a heart monitor. I just buy the total market, and I do it every single time I get paid. I am a big believer in the SP 500 because it represents the 500 largest companies that are literally incentivized to make money. When you buy an index fund, you are betting on human ingenuity and the desire for progress. I do not need to be right about which company wins. I just need to be right that the world will keep moving forward. In your 20s, the market dropping 20% is actually a gift. It is like a clearance sale on your future. I remember the first time I saw my portfolio drop by $5,000 in a single week. I felt sick to my stomach. I wanted to sell everything and hide under my bed. But then I went back to the math. I realized that if I did not sell, I had not actually lost anything. I just owned the same amount of shares at a lower price. So I did the opposite of what my gut told me, and I bought more. That is the discipline that separates the wealthy from the crowd. The crowd reacts while the wealthy prepare. If you can master the psychology of a downturn, you will find opportunities where everyone else finds panic. Wealth transfer happens during the times when people are most afraid. But you can only take advantage of those opportunities if you have the cash and the calm. I want to talk about the social cost of this journey. Choosing to save $40,000 a year in your 20s means saying no to a lot of things. It means watching your friends go on trips you cannot afford yet. It means being the one who brings a water bottle to the bar. There is a loneliness to this path that no one talks about, but that loneliness is temporary while the freedom is permanent. I found that the people who judged me for my choices back then are the ones asking me for advice. Now you have to decide whose opinion matters more to you. The people who are broke and loud, or the people who are quiet and free. Surround yourself with people who talk about ideas and growth rather than people who talk about celebrities and gossip. Your social circle is a leading indicator of your net worth. If you are the smartest person in your group, you need to find a new group. I spend my time around people who challenge me to be better and who remind me that I am capable of more. We are young, and our biggest asset is not the $100,000. Our biggest asset is our adaptability and our health. I see so many people burning their health to make wealth, and then they spend their wealth trying to get their health back. The math of that equation is terrible. Sleep 8 hours and eat real food and move your body every day. Your brain is the engine that produces the income. If you do not take care of the engine, the whole system crashes. I am 26, and I still have 40 years of compounding ahead of me. If I never saved another dollar, my current $100,000 would likely grow to millions by the time I retire. That is the power of starting early. Even if you are starting with $10 a week, do not let the smallness of the number stop you. The habit is more important than the amount. If you can manage $10, you can eventually manage $10,000. But if you cannot manage $10, you will lose $1,000,000 the moment you get it. Financial literacy is not about math, it is about behavior, it is about the ability to delay gratification for a better version of tomorrow. I look at the world in 2026 and I see so many distractions designed to keep you poor. Apps that want your attention and stores that want your money and social media that wants your envy. You have to build a wall around your mind. You have to realize that you are the architect of your own life. No one is coming to save you. The government is not coming to save you, and your boss is not coming to save you. You have to save yourself. And the good news is that you are more than capable of doing it. I am not special, and I am not a genius. I am just a guy who decided that I would rather be free than look rich. I want you to feel the same peace that I feel. I want you to know that you are on the right path, even if it feels slow. The mountain is high, but the view from the top is incredible. I remember one night when I was 22 and I only had $300 in my bank account. I was scared, and I felt like I was failing, but I made a plan and I stuck to it. I chose the boring truth over the exciting lie. Every dollar I saved felt like a small victory. Every month I hit my budget felt like I was taking back control. Consistency is the only bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Do not compare your chapter 1 to someone else. Chapter 20, focus on your own math and your own journey. I have made mistakes along the way too. I bought things I did not need and I wasted time on projects that went nowhere, but I learned from them and I kept moving forward. Failure is just data if you choose to look at it that way. I am 26 and I am just getting started. We have so much time to build something beautiful. The $100,000 is just a number, but the person I had to become to get that number is what really matters. I became someone who is disciplined and patient and clear-headed. And those traits are worth more than any amount of money in the bank. I hope you find your own version of that clarity. I hope you choose to build a foundation that can withstand any storm. The world will keep spinning and the markets will keep moving up and down, but you will be steady. You will be the one who stays calm when everyone else panics. You will be the one who finds the opportunity in the chaos. Thank you for spending this night with me. It means a lot that we can have these honest conversations. Money is a difficult topic, but it is one we have to face if we want to live well. I believe in you, and I believe in our generation. We are smarter and more connected than any that came before us. Let us use that power for something good. Let us build a life of freedom and purpose. I will be here sharing my journey and my mistakes so that you do not have to make them. We are in this together, $1 at a time and one boring decision at a time. The future is bright if you are the one holding the light. I am going to go get some rest. Now, I suggest you do the same. Tomorrow is a new day to build something great. Take care of yourself and stay focused on the truth. The numbers do not lie, and neither does hard work. I will talk to you very soon. I really appreciate the support you show me on this channel. It keeps me going, and it keeps me honest. I want to be the voice of reason in a world of noise. I want to be the friend who tells you the truth even when it is hard to hear. You have everything you need to succeed. Just stay the course, be patient, and be kind to yourself. The wealth will come, but the character stays. I wish you nothing but the best on your own financial journey. It is a marathon, not a sprint. So pace yourself. I am proud of you for even being interested in these topics. It shows that you care about your future, and that is the first step to greatness. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay disciplined and stay curious. Life is a beautiful game if you know how to play it. Let us play it well. I am signing off for tonight. Good night and good luck. We will achieve our goals together. I promise you that just do not give up on yourself. The math is on your side, time is on your side, and I am on your side. Stay grounded and stay real. The best is yet to come. I can feel it. See you soon.